Thank you to all the students joining us today. We'll be introducing an essential business concept, bonds. Bonds can be found everywhere, from local businesses to government operations. But you may be wondering, just what are bonds?
A bond functions as a loan, where an investor provides funds to a borrower who utilizes the capital for various purposes. In return, the investor receives interest payments on their annual investment. Bonds are classified as fixed income instruments, ensuring a consistent rate of return. But now that you learn what a bond is, you may be wondering, who provides bonds?
According to Investopedia, the main providers or issuers of bonds are the government and corporations. Governments use their bonds to fund social programs and other necessary expenses, and companies use their bonds to fund current operations, expand product lines, or open new facilities. But there are many differences between a government bond and a company bond.
According to LiveMint.com, government bonds offer a secure investment option as they are linked to a country's currency. This ensures a stable return on investment as long as a country's economy remains steady. However, this stability also limits potential for significant value growth.
On the other hand, corporate bonds have a higher credit risk than government bonds, as companies tend to be less stable than countries. But in return, they offer higher interest rates and therefore a higher rate of return. Lastly, unlike stocks, which grant partial ownership of a company, corporate bonds do not grant ownership rights. While this means you won't directly benefit from a company's growth, this also means that your earnings won't be affected when the company's performance isn't favorable.
Now that you know what bonds are, you may be wondering, why should you buy bonds? One compelling reason people buy bonds is the stability of a bond. Most of the time, bonds pay interest every 6 months. This means that every 6 months, your investment will provide a safe and stable stream of income. Secondly, bonds also help preserve capital while investing. If bonds are held to maturity, investors will get back their initial investment. This means that even if there is inflation, you will still have the same buying power as before you bought your bond. Finally, bonds are also a great way to lessen the impacts of more risky stock holdings. If you are invested in a company and their stock price drops dramatically, you can rest easy knowing that you can still fall back on your bonds and the income they provide you.
In summary, bonds provide investors with diverse opportunities for stability, income, and growth. Understanding their role as loans, fixed income securities, and the differences between government and corporate bonds is essential for informed investing. If you have any other questions about bonds, feel free to ask us at the conclusion of our presentation. Thank you.